Welcome back. It's Tips Tuesday. I'm Ivy Walker, founder of Ask Coda, and I am here with a new tip for you. So this week's tip number 13, is give your employees the feedback they crave. So this one was a big one for me when I started working on this a few years ago. The data shows that 75% or more of employees find feedback on their work to be valuable, even critical. And 60% or more would like to have this feedback more than once a year. They'd like it weekly or even on a daily basis. But only 33% of us small business owners are giving any feedback at all. So that means that two-thirds, 66% of us, aren't offering our employees any sort of guidance or direction about their performance and how they can be better. Now, this is problematic because feedback drives engagement. Engagement drives creativity, it drives productivity, and it drives profitability. So this is a huge missed opportunity for small business owners. Now, employee feedback sounds like kind of a big to do, right? You remember if you came out of corporate America like I did, you had that big annual meeting with your manager where you were nervous before that day came up, and then you sat down and you got all this feedback about the things you did right and the things that you did wrong. And it was mostly backwards looking. Very little of it was forwards looking. And that's the wrong way to do feedback. In fact, that kind of feedback often leads good employees to look for jobs elsewhere. The better way to do feedback is to offer it on a regular basis, offer it on a regular cadence. And this becomes a lot easier if your business is data driven. So remember my tip from last week about being data driven. If you have set things up in a way that allows you to look at data, it becomes a lot easier to give feedback to your employees, which they crave, which they want. So why is this important? Because at the end of the day, if you're looking to grow your business, you're going to have more productive, more engaged employees. You're going to have more motivated employees. And people in general crave feedback. People want to know what they're doing well and what they aren't. So take a look at this week's article to learn a little bit more about how you can go about implementing feedback loops that are much more valuable, informational, and drive the right behaviors for your employees. So that's this week's tip. Give your employees the feedback that they crave. And I will see you next week with a new tip. Thanks.